Thank you very much for talking with us some more.
Thank you very much.
You mentioned a reimagination of art. Can you go into a little bit more what you mean by that?
Well, I like to think that I see things differently. Not everybody will look at a building the same way when my plan is to put some light on it and create something special when the sun goes down. So when I say reimagining, what I like to do is play with illusion. So what we'll do is, as the sun is setting, we'll project the building back onto the building so that you're basically seeing the building, but the sun's gone down, and then we start to play with it. So when I say reimagining, it's like imaging. So imagine, imaging, kind of a play on words. But yeah, that's the best description I can say is to take something that isn't there, or that's there, and then put it back there and then change it. Reimagine.
So people are seeing a very good example of that several times in the theater. How did you decide what you were gonna do
Tonight? Well, I wanted to create something that paid homage to our Native American brothers and sisters in Dakota on the pipeline. So I created a montage of Indian symbols, and it was set to a soundtrack called "This Is Not America" by one of my favorite artists, David Bowie. And I thought that was important for people to hopefully decipher that. It started just with a tribal symbol that was rotating in the center and then spread out. And then I'm not sure if you noticed the water flow through it. So, as you know, their motto is "Water is life." So that was the inspiration for my first interstitial. The second one was a tribute to my late good friend and DJ Frankie Knuckles. I used his song called "The Whistle Song," but a reinterpreted version. And I used visuals of a cityscape, of a constant sort of a flight through a city. And that would be any city, but in this case, the city of Chicago, where house music was born. I'm a househead. You know what a househead is?
Someone who
likes house music. There you go. So those are the themes of the very short interstitial pieces that I showed.
Mm-hmm. And your piece after your talk, what are you trying to get at there?
The piece after my talk will really just be a final capsule to this experience at TED Talk. It's sort of a throw everything that I got at it, Scotty. Give it all. If you got, go into warp speed and allow people to absorb that in this beautiful theater here at the Center for the Arts, Skip Verra Center for the Arts at this great high school.
So if people come out of the theater with one thing from your interstitials and your talk and all of that, what do you want that to be?
Well, I want people to see the light in a different way. I mean, I want people to understand that, it doesn't have to be, a light bulb. It doesn't have to be just uplights. It can be the projector, a video projector is as ample and good of a light to create what you otherwise might miss. So, I mean, we all go to the movies, right? We all sit in front of our television, a rectangle screen. So what I'm trying to do is bring 3D into the real 3D, which is where we are, and what I also like to call 4D, the fourth dimension. So I really want people to take away that we're all in this together, and when we all see the light and share the light, I want it to also reflect on us. So it's how we look at each other. So that's my goal. If I'm able to pull that off, then I think I did the job.
Very cool. Why did you choose light as the medium to do that?
Well, when the lights come on and the sun rises, it's gone. So it's not permanent. Arts, some art is not really meant to be permanent. I grew up around a lot of, graffiti art. When I was young, we were rebels. You know, we didn't have that opportunity to be a big-time artist and get our work in galleries, although some of the greatest artists showing in museums today have their roots in street art. Street art is a huge genre today. So what I'm doing, and then actually I'm collaborating with some street artists to create and bring their work into the light. Because at night, you know, you're just going to see a dark wall. But imagine graffiti pieces just all of a sudden coming to life, and characters and things like that coming out of it. So light is like paint. You know, and that's how I use it. I use with projectors and LED fixtures. That's just one example. I mean, if you go to any rock concert or any big concert, all you see is big video now. All you see is huge video mapping. And, you know, I started this, you know, maybe 8-9 years ago now. And it just keeps on getting better and better. The projectors get brighter. The colors are more saturated, and we can reach further distances. I mean, I have colleagues that actually take video projectors and shoot from across rivers in Sydney, Australia. In fact, you know, the Grand Opera House there. Those projectors are actually across the bay because there's nowhere to really set up a good shot. So they use 30 projectors to be able to map that entire building. And when I say 30, I mean projection on top of projection to get the light to be bright enough. Why I chose light? Because it's great, and I can use any color. I can paint with any shape. I mean, video projectors, it's like a toolbox. You know, it's like having, you know, everything all in one, you know, with an Apple computer plugged into it. It's like part of my talk is like, let's take the video projector and plug it into the mind as an amplifier of your imagination. Is that kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's very cool.
So yeah, that's what I do, and that's what I've dedicated my my life to now is being a immersive visual artist. You know, just live with passion. You know, and follow your dreams. Don't say that you can't do something. Try it, and then get better at it. You know, and keep practicing. You know, it wasn't always this way. I mean, you know, finally people are beginning to see my work as something important. But you know, it's because I didn't give up. You know, so never give up. Don't quit. Never, never, never quit. And right now I'm going to quit because got to go. Got a talk to do.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.